Hi again. So a huge way to save time is to search and then filter. If you are searching on like the official website for Ohio's statutes, then you've already filtered. You filtered out secondary sources, you filtered out case law, you filtered out regulations. You're looking at just statutes. But when you search on Westlaw or Lexis and you use the search bar, you're not really filtering out. So here's how you do it. Search, then filter. That's the key here. So I'm going to go back to dogfighting, something we did earlier in this. No, we didn't do dogfighting, but we researched dogfighting earlier in this chapter. So if I just put in dogfighting, now one of the first filters is I can choose my jurisdiction here. So I'm going to choose Ohio as the jurisdiction. I'm going to take away all federal because this is going to be a state issue. So I will then search for that. But then you search and then filter. So over here on the left side, just like in Lexis, you can filter out even more information. And you filter according to the research step that you're in. We are currently in the third step of the research process. So for that, we would search for statutes. So I will click on statutes and then look at just those. And here we have that similar section we are at in Title IX, and it will bring up information about animal fighting, dog fighting, things like that. Here's that actual statute that we looked at before. So search and then filter. If you are in the fourth step of the research process and you're looking for case law, then you would click on cases, and now you would have just cases. And the same thing goes in Lexis. Now I chose not to search just in Ohio to begin with, because after you search, you can then filter that if you would like to. So go to jurisdiction, and then you can choose your jurisdiction. So we will do Ohio, and then we can filter even more. We can choose just statutes because we're in the second step of the research process. We're still getting way too much information, so we can continue to filter here. So for statutes, I'm choosing Ohio again. That got us down to 81, and here we are in that same section, that chapter 959. Looks like there's another section outside of Title IX of the, that's a municipal code. That's for Cincinnati. We're looking for state statutes. So we can continue to filter over here even further. And if we're in the fourth step, we would search for cases. So that's the key. Do a search and then filter after it. You can play around with that and you'll get more comfortable with it and more experienced with it. And you'll be able to clear out a ton of information fog.